Well, our lead story tonight remains Tamil Nadu and the situation there. Though there was heavy rain forecast today, the good news is that there's very little rain today in Chennai and in other districts of Tamil Nadu. Boats, of course, are out in Chennai for rescue ahead of that forecast, though luckily it's been so far pretty low rain. Also, the Chief Minister announced free food at Amma canteens till the end of the monsoon season. A two-day holiday for schools and colleges will continue in 9 districts, including Chennai. But let's just look at the satellite picture, which shows a serious weather department warning for southern India till the 12th of November. There are actually 2 storms off the east and west coast which are threatening southern India. This prediction shows very to extremely heavy rainfall in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, coastal Andhra Pradesh, which is above 20 centimeters. But today, the Madras High Court had strong words for the city corporation. In a High Court hearing, they said that we'll intervene by Saturday if the situation is not resolved. And what have you been doing since the 2015 floods?
As large pockets of Chennai remain waterlogged for the 3rd day, the Madras High Court warned the Chennai Corporation that it would take up the issue if the situation does not improve by Saturday. The judges observed, "What were you doing since 2015 floods? It's a pity. For half the year we long for water and the rest of the year we are flooded or die in waters." As Chennai Corporation deployed 41 rescue boats today at vulnerable points amid very heavy rain forecast, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin blamed the AIADMK government that was in power for 6 years since Chennai floods.
ஸ்மார்ட் சிட்டின்னு விளம்பரப்படுத்திக்கிட்டாங்க, அதில் கொள்ளடிச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. அப்புறம் வந்து மழைநீர் வடிகால் கால்வா அமைக்கிறேன்னு சொல்லி அந்த துறையினுடைய அமைச்சர் அவர்கள்.
After 4 days, waters have just receded from Kanchana's hut in Chennai's T-Nagar. The domestic help has no money. She managed to send her 2 children to her brother's place.
குழந்தைங்க ஈர துணியோட அந்த 3 நாள் தண்ணியோட இருந்து அந்த துணியோட போய்க்குதுங்க. குழந்தைங்க மாத்திக்க கூட துணி இல்லை. நாங்கள் என்ன பண்ண முடியும் சொல்லுங்க? எங்களுக்கு யாருமே வரவே இல்லை. யாரும் வந்து எட்டி கூட பார்க்கல. ஒரு நாய் கூட எட்டி பார்ப்பாங்க. அந்த நிலைமையில நாங்கள் கிடக்குறோம். எங்களை யாரும் வந்து எட்டி பார்க்கல.
At Mambalam, a residential hub, waters are still ankle to knee deep. For 60-year-old flower seller Sundari, things are turning difficult.
200 300 தான் வியாபாரம் வைக்கிற முதல்ல எடுக்க முடியல. கஷ்டத்துல இருக்கிறோம்.
The Tamil Nadu government says already the state has received 46% excess rain, 36 centimeters versus 24. The city received 21 centimeters rain on Sunday, just 4 centimeters less than what flooded Chennai in 2015. The Chennai Corporation says they averted a major crisis by early desilting of stormwater drains and rivers. While a very heavy rain alert is still on for 2 days, the corporation advises Chennaites to stay indoors.
They should have stored safe drinking water. Number 2, the phone levels, etc. Phones should be charged.
But many pockets like this completely flooded even 2 days after 21 centimeters of rain pounded the city. There is worry about the impact of the likely very heavy rainfall. The Chennai Corporation says it's fully prepared. But conditions like this bring back memories of the 2015 deluge and its devastation. In Chennai with Suresh on the Basula Road, Sam Daniel, Findy TV.
Sam, it's really like a river where you are at Basula Road currently as well. So what actually explains it? Because of course we remember in 2015 where the real issue was how the river plains were actually just all concretized. Has anything actually changed? I can see the water's slightly less behind you, but this is 3 days later.
That's right. The Chennai Corporation says they have pumped in 5,000 crore rupees to install new stormwater drains including extension areas, Sonia. But what you see is in the heart of the city at Basula Road, a 1 kilometer stretch, knee-deep waters. causing so much of hardship for commuters and local residents, and that's exactly why the Madras High Court has asked some tough questions. And with me, two youngsters, Malavika and Varsha, who live in this area. Thank you very much for your time. Explain to us the kind of experience you went through the last 3 days.
So I think one of the main issues that all of us face, especially people from my generation faced, was the fact that there was no power, and more to that, the fact that there was no Wi-Fi. Most of us started to work from home, and without Wi-Fi we couldn't really get a lot of work done. And
In terms of water?
In terms of water, you see the water right now on the main roads, but it's also there inside the apartments, almost knee deep. So it was difficult to even get to the grocery store right at the end of the street. So it was quite difficult for us to move around anywhere outside the house.
Varsha, as a youngster, what in your view are the lessons to be learned now?
I think lessons have to be learned by both the government as well as the citizens of the city. And as you know, Madras is a city that was once brimming with a lot of lakes and natural water bodies. And since we built encroachments and commercial complexes on these ex-lakes, I think that we should be more sensitive to our surroundings. The government shouldn't allow such encroachments to come up, and citizens should be more wary of where their property is going to be.
Right, your view of youngsters in Chennai, Sonia, and it's another night of worry and anxiety for both residents as well as officials, and they hope this would not turn into yet another repeat of the 2015 devastation.
Exactly,
Sonia.
and Sam, the rain has been much less today, as you pointed out. So the fact is that the heavy rain forecast still remains, so it could get worse. We hope not. Also, the fact that the young people there speaking much more sense than past politicians who are trading charges between it's the AIDMK's fault and it's the current government's fault. So that political infighting, the political fighting between the parties still as bitter as ever.
That's true. Youngsters look at this challenge in a whole different way, in a very mature way, and they want at least a new beginning to be made now so that in the coming decades, Chennai will be much more livable and safe in that sense, Sonia.